A constitution is said to be the set of rules and regulations that are supposed to govern the affairs of a nation. That is what is said to be a constitution. But you ask yourself today, is our constitution really helping us? Are some of the things in our various constitutions as a continent really helping us? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Citizen Qwadjo. If this is your first time of seeing this face, kindly like, subscribe, share, comment as well, because I am begging you. We need to hit a subscription of 5,000 by the end of this month, and that is what we are here to do. We are changing the narrative of Africa. We are changing this perception that Africans can't do it. We can do it. We will be able to do it, but unless we push harder, we push and push very well before this perception of Africa, this perception about Africa that we can't make it, will change. Before colonization, our forefathers who didn't prescribe any form of written document in the name of constitution were governing us and making sure that everything was in order. Our traditional rulers in all Africa, I know we all have traditional rulers. These people were making sure that we were doing the right thing each and every moment. When you offend, when you break any rule of the society, they just do not care how tall, how fat, how big you think you are. You are going to face the law squarely without any fear or favor. Those times, rule of law was indeed working. But you ask yourself today, is that what we are seeing as Africans? No. Today in our African world, in our African continent today, the laws only deal with people who do not have a say in society. People who do not have the muscles. People who we call them nobody in society. So it hurts so much that today an African politician, an individual with so much wealth, will break rules in our society, and because of his wealth and position in authority, the rules do not deal with them. And you ask yourself, is this really a rule? I do not understand today that in certain countries like my country Ghana itself, when a certain president does something or causes a financial law to the state, no one can take this person to court until I think about 5 to 10 years time before you can send the certain president to court. So what happens if by that time the person is no longer there? It means the person has just squandered the money and that is it. And we call this a constitution. How do you expect citizens who voted for you to be happy with such a way of rule or a way of doing things? I know African countries all have rules which are archaic. Some of the rules do not make sense any longer. They hold no waters any longer. Those ones need to be squashed away from our constitutions. If you are a sitting president and you do something which is not leading to development, when you squander national assets, revenue, you need to be dealt with immediately. This is what is helping the Europeans. This is what is helping. It is really helping the Asians and all that. So if you are a minister, you are a government appointee, you are the president or whoever you are, and you cause any financial loss to your country, you don't care, you'll be dealt with. So always, people in office, in government positions, do not enrich themselves when they are in power. They rather become wealthy when they leave power. The reason is they use their authority or their fame. Yes, let me put it that way. Their fame to work hard. I just do not understand today that a young man from the university will be given a political appointment, and in a year or two, this person is damn rich. You ask yourself, what exactly was he doing? And nobody has that right to question it. And it hurts so much. But if before you get an appointment, you bring out all your assets, you declare all your assets for the nation to know that this is what I have. Now when you are leaving office, you come out to declare all these assets again to see the ones you've gotten when you were in power and the one you were already having. If we compare, you see that no, there are questions to be answered and you are found guilty, you'll be sent to jail. If this is in our laws, young men, young ladies, old men, old women won't be able to be embezzling government money, to be embezzling the taxes of few individuals who are sweating in the sun to make sure that these government appointees are paid. Let's change from this. Some of the things in our constitutions are archaic. They are of no use. We need to squash them out. Government appointees should be held responsible. Whenever they are in office and whenever they are leaving office, they need to be held responsible. When the citizens know that even government appointees, the president, the ministers are not left to go freely when they offend, look, the citizens will do everything possible that they also obey rules and regulations. But if some of these things are not checked and people are left when they offend all because they are big men and big women in our society, so society can't deal with them, how do you expect myself, a poor boy like me, citizen Qwadjo, to be happy when my fellow citizen who is also not in power is sent to prison for doing something that should not even warrant a one-day jail? How do you expect me to feel? So let's think about this. Our constitution, certain things in our constitutions should be squashed away. I do not understand why today, when building our industries, it is foreigners who owns a majority share in this, and we the citizens do not have a say. Most of the things in our constitutions are dead goods. It should be squashed away, because you can't have a constitution for 10 years, for 20 years, and you are not changing certain things in it. Remember, when we were writing that constitution, people or the number of your citizens were very few. So as time goes on, society is changing. So the constitution should also change. This is common sense, and you need to think about this. It has been your boy, Citizen Qwadjo. Africa will change again. There's perception about Africa not being wealthy, not being rich, will change. We are rich, we are wealthy. It is we that are managing our own affairs who do not know how to manage it. Remember, as I said earlier on, if you've not seen or watched the videos I made about this fort where I am standing now, can you check? I am going to leave the description or the link below in the description for you to go and watch them. They are very inspiring. We need to change this perception of Africa. We need to change this mindset that Africans can't do it. If we can, we have to do it. Make sure you subscribe because we are hitting 5,000 subscriptions this month. Until then, see you soon.